Greetings, fans. Welcome to another edition of the Warrior Weekly Show. I'm Sports Information Director Mike Stetson. I want to thank you for joining us. We're here at Denny Jerome Court, ready to talk basketball as the season gets tipped off this week for the men and the women's teams. Today we're talking with Nigel Jenkins as his men play at Northern State in an exhibition to start their season. Thank you for joining us, and now it's time for the Warrior Weekly Show. Welcome, fans, to this week's edition of the Warrior Weekly Show. This week we're talking basketball as the Warriors getting ready for a new season. So today we've got head men's coach Nigel Jenkins. Coach, thank you for joining us.
Thank you. It's about that time.
We got to talk about the opener tonight, Tuesday, against Northern State, an exhibition game, but obviously a great chance for you guys to get out and see how you look and where you're at.
Yeah, I don't know who scheduled this. They lost in the national championship game last year. Whoever did needs to get fired. But it's an opportunity. But honestly, this is more of a family game than it is just from our standpoint. Brian Smith's older brother, Ian Smith, is starting point guard on that team. So now they get to go head-to-head. He's a senior. Obviously, Brian's a sophomore. Only chance they ever have to play against each other. So that's why the game was scheduled to begin with. But they have a very good team. They lost a lot from last year's team, but actually Ian Smith, Brian's brother, is he's a catalyst. He makes them go, and it's going to be fun. They led the nation in home attendance last year. Actually, I think it's 3 years in a row now. So it's going to be a great place to play. It's going to be a great atmosphere for our guys, and so it should be a little fun.
You couldn't talk Ian into playing his senior season with his brother now?
I wish. I am not that lucky. But he's a great kid, and watching him on film, I'm like, if Brian can get there, we're going to be all right. And trust me when I tell you, Brian is well on his way. But their games are very similar.
Being the start of the season, obviously this game, not the biggest issue. The biggest thing is who's back, who are the impact newcomers, and how does the season pan out. And you mentioned Brian, and you've got Brady, and, well, you lost a bunch of players. There's not a whole lot beyond those two that saw significant minutes for you guys last year.
That is a fact, and Brady is going to be a big key for us, obviously a 2-year starter. But the rest of the crew will come along. We have Shea Motter. His shooting ability should be able to help us out quite a bit. As a senior, been in the program for 4 years, so he definitely knows what's expected. Then Khalid Maney, that should be an interesting one. He came up through JV. He's a great athlete, defends extremely well, rebounds well, a very tough kid. So I expect a ton out of him this year. Gabby's healthy, so the big fella's healthy, and it'd be very good to see him in a full season to try to make up for last year when he went down with an early injury. We have we got some good guys back, newcomers. It's still up in the air. I know Demetrius Martin is going to be able to help us out quite a bit. Then we have some other guys still trying to find their way a little bit. Melvin Martin, Jamal Brown. Mikey Stankovic, I think I said it right. I always screw his name up. He's going to kill me. But we have quite a few guys that has potential to get there, but they're still a learning curve. They have to figure it out. Freshman Quincy Minor has had some up and down practices, but he's showed a lot of flashes. And also Harlan Coates, he was on the JV team as well last year. Was very solid, and kind of know what I'm going to get out of him as well. So. But again, with so many new guys, you just don't know. We're really unproven. To be honest, the only proven guy we got is Brady Kainka, and that's That's it. So this is going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to it, and we'll see what happens.
Last year, obviously, you had a big lineup, and we mentioned it looking at the team photo, how unique it was with just one tall guy in the middle. But last year, obviously, when this team focused and ran the offense, you guys were unstoppable with Caden in there, with Osahini, with the twins, with Gabby. I mean, the inside game was unstoppable. Will this team be inside oriented, being a smaller team?
I definitely had to adapt, no question. I think our offense right now will be able to provide a little bit of both. One of the goals that this team wanted, the returners wanted after last season, is to be a better passing team, have our assists up higher. So I came up with an offense for them that I think will achieve that. Make no mistake about it, be way more jump shots taken this year than last year. But I still think we're going to be aggressive. We'll definitely get post touches in there to Khalid, Gabby and Octavius. Heck, even Demetrius Martin can get down there and post up some. So we'll still get our post touches in there, but we just have to be a great passing team. And I think this system fits our guys pretty well.
Pretty sure I know the guy who can take care of the assist problem at home for you.
Yeah.
Talk about how the season pans out. You were looking at the preseason poll. You guys are closer to the bottom of the poll. How does this team fare against the rest of the league, you think?
Honestly, I think we're going to be just fine. With this last year's class, from the conference standpoint, Mayville State brings back just about everybody. Bellevue bring a lot back, but they're always top 25 in the nation. They were picked to win it. Mayville was second. After that, Dakota State's third. They bring back their front line, 3, 4, and 5. After that, everybody usually bring back like one starter or no starters. Like, there's a lot of teams who clean slate, you know. So we're all going to be trying to figure out our identities and who we're truly going to be before conference roll around. But I think at the end of the day, I think we're going to be fine. We just have to figure it out on the defensive end, toughness. There's so many little things that we have to figure out, but I think at the end of the day, we'll be okay.
Defense for you guys, especially down the stretch of ball games, and won a lot of games.
Yep.
Will that be a key for you guys this year, or is that a work in progress?
It is definitely a work in progress. But I think we'll get there. You know, at times, even scrimmages that we've had with alumni and with Iowa Central, defensively we look pretty good. And I told our guys, I said, at some point or another, their mindset has to change. It has to be defense first. The offense will take care of itself. I said, I don't care if the score is 50-50. It doesn't matter to me. But we have to sit down and guard and rebound the basketball. But that's kind of always been our MO, being able to guard and make it tough on teams. That's why we've always been kind of a tough out. And I think that's still going to hold true to form this year, too.
Make it 51-50.
Oh, of course. But
Always a team has that go-to player. Have you identified one yet this year, or will there be a go-to player?
I honestly don't think there will be. I think with the versatility that we have on our team, you could very well see a guy score 2 points one night and then the next night go for 15 and then go back down to 2 points. I mean, the way it's set up, any given day, I think we have probably 6 guys, check that 7, who could end up in double figures. I mean, so I think we're pretty balanced. I'm not overly concerned with our offense. It is definitely the defensive aspect, the execution aspect of assignments on the defensive end and rebounding the ball. If we can do that offensively, we have enough that, yeah, it's going to be kind of tough to guard.
That's always the toughest part, because defense is the teamwork side, and if offense breaks down, you can have somebody just use their God-given talents and make something happen.
Yep.
So.
And the way we're going to play, we have a lot of guys who will have an opportunity to make that impact.
Tuesday night, tonight, at Northern State.
Yep.
Exhibition, and then home for the weekend. You guys kick it off against Dordt for real. Saturday night, 8 o'clock, and then Halloween, fun night. We'll have trick-or-treating at the gym, costume contests, and you guys get, Briarcliff.
No, not Marty. Mount Marty.
Mount Marty.
Yep,
Sorry,
Mount Marty.
Mount Marty this year. Got confused from last year's teams.
Yeah, we
But,
had Brockton last year. Yep.
Halloween night, the boys and the ladies will be all back at the gym playing. So, want to thank you, Coach, and remind you fans, come on out and support the guys at home Saturday night, and then back at it on Halloween on next Wednesday.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.